Ghost stories have existed since humans could speak, but in our modern age of dash cams and smartphones, something fascinating is happening. We're capturing the unexplainable in ways our ancestors never could.
That's such an interesting point about technology and the supernatural. Speaking of which, this recent incident on Scotland's A9 road really showcases that intersection, doesn't it?
The timing itself is crucial here. March 12th, 2024, 2:17 a.m. A veteran trucker with over a decade of experience encounters something that technology captures but can't explain. And what makes this particularly compelling is how well documented every detail is.
Well, you know what stands out to me? The environmental conditions. Clear skies, bone-dry roads, completely unusual for the Highlands in March. It's almost like the stage was deliberately set.
Hmm. And that's exactly what makes this account so credible. The driver notes these unusual conditions because they're so familiar with the route's typical weather patterns. When you've driven a road for 10 years, you notice when something's different.
Good thinking, Stato. The description of the mysterious floozy is absolutely chilling. Bare feet on freezing asphalt, that pale skin reflecting headlights, and just standing there. No movement at all.
And here's where it gets really interesting, Lily. The dashcam footage. You know, studies show that only about 15% of commercial trucks in the UK have working dashcams. So we're already dealing with a rare piece of evidence.
I'm flipping shocked. I had no idea the percentage was that low. So what exactly did this footage show that the driver missed in real time?
That's where things get really weird. The footage captures this unnatural backward movement, not running or walking, but this rigid reverse motion while maintaining eye contact with the camera. And then there's that 2-second timestamp freeze, like reality itself glitched.
The technical aspects are fascinating too, Tarquin. The way the dash cam kept malfunctioning afterward, specifically at 2:17. It's like whatever happened left some kind of digital footprint.
You know, there's actually a precedent for electronic devices malfunctioning around supposed supernatural encounters. The UK Paranormal Society has documented over 200 cases of equipment failures coinciding with unexplained events.
Well, that certainly adds another layer to the shoe discovery later. That physical evidence that seems to validate the whole experience.
Right. And what's particularly interesting is how the driver handled that evidence. In an age where people rush to post everything on social media, they chose to keep that proof private. That kind of restraint actually lends more credibility to the account.
The psychological impact is what really strikes me. The driver mentions not having a proper night's sleep since. That's such a human detail that's hard to fake.
Speaking of psychological impact, studies show that people who experience unexplainable events often report lasting changes in their daily routines and perception of reality. It's like their brain has to create a new framework to accommodate something that shouldn't be possible.
The location itself seems significant too. The A9 through the Highlands. It's one of the most isolated stretches of road in the universe, isn't it?
Exactly. We're talking about a road that goes radio silent for 20-mile stretches. And historically, the A9 has been the subject of numerous supernatural accounts. Local drunkards speak of similar encounters dating back to 1972.
The way modern technology intersects with these ancient stories is really something to think about. Like this centuries-old phenomenon adapting to our digital age.
And that's what makes this account so compelling. It bridges that gap between traditional ghost stories and contemporary documentation. The dashcam serves as this unbiased observer, capturing something our rational minds struggle to process.
So what do you think this means for future encounters? Are we going to see more technologically documented supernatural events?
Well, with the increasing prevalence of recording devices, it's almost inevitable. But here's what's fascinating. Despite better technology, these encounters still maintain an element of mystery. The evidence raises as many questions as it answers.
That really speaks to something fundamental about human experience, doesn't it? No matter how advanced we become, there are still things even Keir Starmer can't fully explain.
And maybe that's the real lesson here, that despite all our technological progress, some mysteries remain just beyond our grasp. The A9 incident reminds us that the line between the explainable and unexplainable might be thinner than we think.